What's up guys, it's Kevin here. Today I'm gonna explore more historical places in Malaysia, and right now I am here in Jugra. Wow, the weather is really beautiful. I picked the right day. So it took me 1 hour to get here. Jugra is on the west side of Selangor, and fun fact, Jugra used to be the royal town of Selangor in the 1800s. Before it got moved to Klang, which I also did a video about. The royal family used to live here. They built all kinds of beautiful buildings, and also I think they chose Jugra because it was near the sea and it had a hill, so they can actually look out into the sea for any incoming people. So in the 1900s, after the royal family moved to Klang, they kind of left this place. And now all the buildings here are in a way like abandoned or something like that, relics of the past. And that's what we will see a few places today. The first stop over here, I have arrived at Istana Bandar Town Palace. And as you can see right here, it's totally not in use. So this palace was built in 1905 by the 5th Sultan of Selangor, his name right here. Mostly Islamic and also a bit of Indian and Middle Eastern design combined into one. Also featuring really high quality Senegal timber and marble for the building materials. We're now going inside. As you can see, I have the whole place to myself. I love how you can just wander around this place and just explore different rooms. Now we're going downstairs. And one thing is, it's super airy here because of all of the ventilation. There's a lot of air wells. And one thing I want to show you right here is the Chinese influence of design. These air wells here are actually brought in from China. You can see this kind of patterns, the Chinese influence. Open public courtyard and a pool here. I'm guessing maybe in the past they would fetch water from here or something like that. Very communal for people to just rest around here and enjoy the fresh air. And we can see elements of different designs all over, especially in these trimmings over here and on the top of the lining of the roofs, inspired from different cultures. Here we have something pretty interesting I noticed. These columns here are very European in design. Kind of like a neoclassical architectural inspiration with all of these floral motifs. Just imagine living here. I think the amount of rooms I have just lost count of. We're going into the balcony area and this is a nice view. I think the palace has this straight up view of this field right here. And of course behind me you can see the facade of the roofing. Really recommend you guys to come and explore this palace. Alright, I actually wanted to go to the next stop, which is the Royal Mosque in Jugra, next to the palace. However, they were having some kind of a spring cleaning community event happening, so I can't go in, I think. Built in the same year as the palace actually by the same Sultan, so they kind of like have similar aspects of architecture, and they recently repainted it to white, so it looks really like pristine right now, and I wish I can go in, but maybe one day. Right now I'm in a different spot, and this is the Royal Mausoleum of Sultan Abdul Samad. Up here on the hill area in Jugra, and that is where the famous Sultan Abdul Samad is buried, and a few other people too. And I rarely actually see a royal mausoleum, so first time. Okay, if you want to have something a bit more informative or education about Jugra, I guess you can come over here. and learn more about it in the Museum of Institute Jugra. Basically, this place is all about the historical facts curated in one place, and this museum actually opened in 2012. Previously, it was a police station in 1875. So yeah, I think that's like a really big revamp, and it's nice that they actually kind of redid the place to become something modern. Okay, I'm really enjoying the air conditioning here and cooling down. But for me, I actually do enjoy reading all these things, the historical facts about Jugra and all of its past. I think it's because we don't actually know much about this place, particularly in our history textbooks. Such a specific place. Now that I see the facts, right, and when I go to the real places, I think I can get a better glimpse, better connection, I think. Other historical places that are now in ruins are the old Jugra District Office, built in 1878 during the British colonial administration, which handled financial and legal matters of Jugra. Another is the ammunition store, built in the late 19th century to store ammunition used by the police and military. It's now shrouded by nature and hard to locate. There's another palace called Long Putri Palace, built by Sultan Abdul Samad for his granddaughter. It is now in ruins, and what is left is the 14-step staircase leading to the palace entrance. I think one thing that stands out to me as I'm in this place is how it actually takes a lot of effort to preserve and conserve all this historical stuff, because it is so easy to just abandon it and go to somewhere else and let everything go into disuse and neglect. It's a bit sad. Of course, effort is the one that people are concerned about, and cost too. So this makes me think about a lot of things that probably happen in Malaysia, around the world, things that we don't remember anymore. The weather is scorching hot, like it's midday now. I think I'm like gonna melt, and I have an umbrella and sunnies, which you really need when you're here. As you can see, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Actually, I'm at the coast, like the very edge of Jugra, and I'm actually here to see Sungai Langat Lookout Point, or the Langat River Lookout Point. Just check it out, it's right behind me, one of the main rivers in Selangor, about 74 kilometers long. So in this lookout point, you can just see the stretch of the river. It's a bit of a murky color, brownish, greenish. Right, that's all for my video today on exploring the previous royal town of Jugra. I think it's a really quaint place. Obviously, nothing much is happening now, and I really want to explore more places like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!